Hey guys, and welcome back to Idleon, and it's been so long for Idleon. You can see one of my characters was AFK for 22 days and 11 hours. Not in an ideal spot maybe, but that's just where I left them before I lost access to my account for like over 3 weeks. And luckily I was eventually able to relink my account, but it took me a while to figure out what it was actually linked to, and I thought I was trying to relink it properly, but I guess I had to sign in with the same email through Google, but I was trying to sign in through the email login because I didn't remember I'd used Google. So anyways, eventually I got the account back, but not all of my characters were in ideal positions. That one was okay, at least this one was doing catching, and turned out it didn't really kind of just basically fit within the inventory, so that was pretty good. But most of the other characters were not so lucky and were in kind of suboptimal training locations. I'd honestly just dumped a bunch of them at like snowflakes because that was where my characters with lower defense could sit without needing statues. And then, oh my goodness, trapping. I am so far behind on trapping, so I was finally going through and trying to catch up with trapping. I didn't know you couldn't really... It doesn't seem like you can use candy in trapping, so I definitely regret not doing more trapping in the past, but I'm going to get back onto it pretty quick here. Oh my goodness, I have too many golden snowflakes, man. I've been doing too many snowflakes. My Death Note bonus must be really high on these because I've been sitting at them for ages. Not too much happening with the arcade. Most of the rewards are kind of like, they're useful, but like there aren't any super exciting rewards other than that hat, which I seem to have like no chance of getting. So the rest of it, they're useful rewards, but they're just not like, they're not like ultra exciting, like, oh, I hit the jackpot. Sometimes it's more like a slow building type of reward. It is helpful. I mean, getting golden food is helpful. Getting the shop bonuses is helpful. And I need to do some increase on those AFK gains. It just seems like such a small bonus. It's like, it doesn't really incentivize me to increase them, but the bonuses on the XP gains for like fishing and mining and such seemed much higher. But I've already gotten a lot of those. So, yeah, gonna bank some of these. Are these flycicles? I can't remember because there's several ice-colored ones that look really similar. There's like a mosquito one and then it's flycicles. Okay, so the reason I was doing these was so I could build in Void Imperium kicks. So we can finally do that. Because I finally have enough flycicles after AFKing there for like 22 days or something by accident. So, first piece of void gear about to come off the crafting table here. Not that I really need these, but honestly, I just want to start increasing the gear on my characters again because it was a motivating thing. It was actually a progression thing. Even if I didn't really need it, it's still prepping for World 4, I feel like. So, my main incentive also for getting my trapping going is to start building the void weapons and then the next weapon for my maestro. So not too much of a difference there between those, but it's because I don't have the stones on those boots. If I had the stones on the boots, I think there would be a bigger difference between them and the Amarok ones. So the main thing we're going to be doing in this video, I was kind of just sizing up like what my characters needed, but I really decided to go through and do a whole gear overhaul again. So first things first, I'm going to be getting the next tier, I guess these are like tier 3 weapons, and I'm going to try and get them for all of my characters basically, except maybe the Maestro. We'll see. No, the Maestro has, I think the Maestro already has these sort of ice level ones. But we're going to be getting the rest of the ice weapons for all of my other characters, trying to get them all up to speed with that. And then, yeah, I've been pretty much using Rex rings if I didn't know what else to use, because at least they have that skill efficiency bonus over the silver rings, so it doesn't really make sense to use the silver ones anymore. So I would like to go through and replace all the silver ones with at least a Rex ring, I think. And then I'm trying to go for some of the more expensive dungeon rings, but they take a lot of time to grind. Like, let's be honest, it's a lot of grinding. So I do have a ton of dungeon keys. I have like almost 400 dungeon keys that I need to be spent, but it's going to be just an enormous amount of grinding to spend those. So we'll see if that actually happens. Yeah, I should replace those silver rings with probably Rex rings because they seem like they're similar, but the Rex ring at least has a bonus on it, right? The skill efficiency bonus. Or I could replace them with death rings, death wishes. But those were kind of a grind in their own right. And part of me is like, well, should I bother with the death wish rings, or should I just try and grind out the damage ring from dungeons? I don't know. That might be easier. I have a couple death wish rings. I should get some more. And this character needs a different amulet. So that's a thing. So yeah, I got the weapon on my mining character, my squire upgraded, and we're going to do another one for my second barbarian. So then all my warriors will have icebreakers. And we're just going to get everyone up to speed here with that, and then we'll try and take a look in one of the next videos at some other upgrades, because I do want to do void weapons. And again, I'm trying to really focus in hard on trapping because I'm so far behind on that. I've gone through stages where I had to catch up on stuff like that, like fishing had a stage where I had to really catch up on it, but now I've got plenty of materials for that. I think mining, I'm trying to get back into again. I sort of build up a stockpile and then I kind of go back to doing other stuff, and then the cycle repeats. So I'm pretty far behind, unfortunately. I feel like I'm not really making good progress, but at least with the gear crafting, this is some progress. So yeah, I think we'll be in better shape for World 4 if I can get my gear up to speed, as well as the supporting skills that I might need. Worship needs to get higher. That's another thing I'm going to have to focus on, because I really need the World 3 worship souls. I don't have any of those at the moment, and they're definitely needed for a number of things, including, I think, the next Anvil tab. So yeah, gonna have to do some serious work on worship, probably almost do like a dedicated build maybe for that one. We'll see. So that's kind of where things have been at the moment. Got pretty far behind, but I'm not doing too badly. I need to do bag increases as well, so you'll probably see those in the next video. And I'll be crafting a bunch of stuff, trying to increase gear, and we'll just continue the grind forward here. But this video was really just about getting up to the tier sort of 3 weapons, World 3 weapons on all of my characters, and then we'll start working on Void soon. I just have to kind of get the trapping stuff and some other materials ready. So just finishing up some of the other weapons here. I'm going to craft another bow, I think is what I'm doing here. And there we go. Blizzard bow should be good for another one, and we'll get this one on over to my other character. And we should be in pretty good shape. So, what else we got? Okay, so it's going to go over to my hunter, I think. And we'll get my hunter upgraded to the blizzard bow. This character needs a lot of gear upgrades. Right, I'm still on Amarok. I was wearing that helmet just because it gave an XP boost, but we'll see. So this is my progress with dungeons. I'm ranked 29. I do have a decent number of... I think I've done a decent number of dungeon runs, but I was nowhere near, like, super efficient, you know. I was just kind of AFKing them mostly. And I have so many keys still left to go that I'm going to be doing a lot more AFKing just to try and get something out of those keys, because I know otherwise I'll just never use them, so I have to AFK them, basically. So, dungeon progress was pretty decent. I grinded out pretty decent number of dungeons. Did get a tenacity ring here. That's kind of my idea there, and then I'll get some Rex rings, and we'll just keep moving forward, I guess. So, yeah, all my characters now have... They now have the sort of ice level weapon, at least. So, yeah, next video we'll go through some probably either bag upgrades or void upgrades or something else interesting, and we'll keep on upgrading gear. So thanks for sticking with me, and I will see you guys in the next video.